In this emotional and heartfelt video, what happens a year on after you have left the narcissist? Does the pain still stop? Do you still crave the narcissist? Is it still painful? Do you ruminate? What actually happens 1 year on after the ending of the narcissistic relationship? Watch this video because I'm going to explain all. Hello and welcome back. I really hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video today, I really wanted to look at basically what happens 1 year on after the ending of that toxic, narcissistic, damaging relationship. Where will you be, or where are you? If those of you that are watching this video and you are kind of like some time, has passed after the ending of this relationship, I really would encourage you, leave your comments below, like your experiences, because this would really help out someone who is going through this and perhaps maybe, don't know what to expect. So I really felt called to make this video for those of you who are experiencing this, who are on this journey. Not that you wanted to be on this journey, but let's just say you end up on this journey that you didn't even know that you needed to be on. And whilst you may think it is so difficult and it is so challenging, and yes, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, no, it's not. And I do understand how hard it can be. But obviously, with videos like this or with content, from other creators, from other YouTube channels or blogs or podcasts that you may listen to, this will really help you to navigate your way through this. And I am sure not only have you been on this roller coaster ride whilst you were with the narcissist, but then also what happens after the ending of this relationship. Where are you going to be 1 year on? But my friends, I just want to mention that I do go live on this channel every single Tuesday. And if there is something on your mind or there's some questions that you want to ask, I'd say come on over to the live, because we do discuss a variety of topics. And I'd love to see you there. Like if you have something like that is, on your mind and you really would love to know answers, come on over. There's a really supportive community. And also alongside the live, there is the live chat that's going on. So what are you waiting for, guys? Come on over every single Tuesday over on this channel. So there are different stages and everybody is going to be at different parts on this. And it is personal to every single person. The thing is, I wish I could say there's like one size fits all, but really a year on from the narcissist, I'll be honest with you, you're going to be in a much better place than where you were when you first started off. I mean, of course. And I think right at the beginning, when we first leave the narcissist, what happens is we don't know where we stand. We've also, I feel like we've also lost part of our identity, part of who we are, because of course, being in this type of dynamic, being with the narcissist, this is exactly what it's going to create, a loss of identity for us. So I think we spend a lot of time right at the beginning trying to understand what actually has happened, what is going to happen. And I always say this with my clients, like I think it's really important for you to understand what has happened, what type of dynamic you have been in with this person. And it's about accepting that this was really abusive and really toxic, and you don't deserve to be putting up with something like this. And I think quite early on as well, I think we all also realize that actually it is this toxic relationship that we are in. It is narcissistic. It is really damaging. And I think that we spend a lot of energy and a lot of time trying to make sense of it, which is very normal. And I really would encourage it as well. And then the other aspect on this journey is that maybe at some point, the narcissist will reach out to you. At some point, they will be making some sort of contact with you, which again can set us back. But what you have to realize is who's contacting who. You're trying to move on in your life, trying to do what it is that you need to do, get on with your life, moving forward, whereas the narcissist now makes contact. And you know what, like if you are in that situation, I've made loads of videos on this channel which exactly explains this, what happens when the narcissist contacts you after no contact and what you can do to help yourself. But the thing is, the narcissist will most probably contact you because of their attachment disorder that they have. They are unable to connect to you in a healthy way, but they also can't disconnect from you in a healthy way. You see, the thing is, the narcissist is all about trying to get their needs met. And once we step out of that cycle, once we step out of that interaction, we realize so much, my friends. We realize so much that actually this isn't about them. This isn't about meeting their needs. And for a long time, it's almost as though we have been under this spell, under this trance, that actually we have to meet their needs. And until we realize that actually this has got nothing to do with them, this has got like our lives have got nothing to do with them. This is when we start to realize that actually what is going on here is something completely different. This is about reclaiming ourselves, our identity, our lives, really reclaiming our power, our energy, and where we want to go. And 1 year on, I feel like we are one step closer to achieving that. We are better equipped because we understand what dynamic we have been in. We understand what is going on here. We get the understanding that actually this person is not okay, because if somebody loved us, if somebody really cared for us and really respected us, would they be treating us like this? And this is the question that you've got to ask yourselves. If you haven't already, you've got to ask yourself, like, if this person really cared about me, really loved me, and really wanted the best for me, would they be treating me like this? Would they really put me in a position to want to lose me? And the answer is no, they wouldn't treat you. And no, you wouldn't be feeling like this. You wouldn't be in this position, and you certainly wouldn't be watching this video. So the thing is, what we have to understand here is that you have been caught up in something that was really damaging, that was really siphoning your energy and making you feel depleted, tired, upset with what is going on. And of course, it's going to make you feel upset. But 1 year on, after time has passed, you have had the kind of the space to be able to make sense of what has happened. You've had the time to understand actually what this has been all about, to process your emotions, to process your thoughts, to understand everything that has happened. And that's what the beauty of time really gives. And I do say this, like, time does heal a lot because you have the time to explore what's going on for you emotionally. A lot of you I know are in the journal club, and we journal every week. We put prompts up every single week to kind of like understand, to work on ourselves, to process emotions, to process things that have been going on for us. And I feel like this is a wonderful thing. This is wonderful that you are able to do these certain things. Like, for example, some of you, are in a journal club. Some of you have got, counselors or therapists, someone that you can talk through, someone that understands what this is. And I feel like when you have these certain tools, you are better able to, again, make sense of this. Because I think what's so hard for us is this trauma bond right at the beginning. Right at the beginning, when we have left this dynamic, when we have gone and we just, we're in such a muddle because the narcissist has been tricking us. They've been gaslighting us. They've been telling us lies, and we've been believing it for years. And so it then causes us to question our own reality. And that in itself is a lot of abuse, isn't it? Like, why would someone do that? I talk about this a lot on the videos, but, when we leave these dynamics, see, we don't realize this because we feel like we are the ones that are in the wrong. But as we give ourselves time to process, to understand all of this, this makes it so much easier for us then to be able to go, right, okay, so this wasn't about me. This really was about that person. This really was how cruel and evil this person actually was. And in a way, you kind of stepped into their world, into their way of thinking, into their way of how they navigate their mind and how they think. And what they've done is like a vortex, they've dragged you into this. And so you've seen the way that this person lives. You've seen the way that this person thinks. And it's pretty scary, isn't it? It's a bit of a strange one. I mean, you're never fully going to understand it. Of course you're not. Like, I don't either. And I kind of work in this every single day, but you just don't because you're not them. So as time goes on, you process this, you understand this. And a year later, you know what? You stand stronger. You know what? You understand that this was really abusive, and a lot of you are able to move on. Yes, it still hurts. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you are, 100% healed, because of course it hurts. Yes, it is really painful what they do. It's really nasty what they do. But the fact is, my friends, you're not in it anymore, and you have a different understanding of what this is about. And I feel like that is one of the most important things, is knowing, being able to understand this in a different way, and I feel like we're not in that obsessive thinking anymore. Like, why have they done this? What did I do wrong? How can I make this better? It's not about that anymore. It's more about you honing your energy for you, and you connect to you. You start to trust your intuition a lot more. You start to trust yourself. You start being at peace with yourself. For a lot of you, okay, connecting to other people, like going out with friends, people who you trust, kind of trying, not saying that you're necessarily dating, but some of you may be, and that also is a good thing. I mean, I get asked this a lot as well. It's like, how long should it be until I start dating again? Well, do you know what? It's personal to you. It's really your journey. It's up to you. Some people find, it's a few months, which I don't really kind of say that's enough time, but a year and a half, 2 years, really just depends on you. Really depends whether you're ready. Because remember, this journey is about you. There isn't like a specific time frame where all of this has to happen. And there isn't a right or wrong answer. It's like whenever you feel ready. So understanding that really this is all about yourself, about beginning to trust you, beginning to trust the way that you think. And I tell you something, and I know a lot of you will agree with me on this, is that you are not the same person that went into this relationship compared to the person that left. You are someone that is completely different. You understand connections, you understand relationships in a completely different way, because this person has kind of skewed that or caused you to think about, like, how much of myself am I really going to give? How much of myself am I going to show into this person? So I feel like this is really important for you to understand who you are, what it is that you want, what it is that you need. And I feel like a year on, you are better equipped in doing that. You are better equipped in understanding that. And I feel like that is one of the most important things that you can do on this journey. Ultimately, think of you. Think of what it is that you need, and you give that to yourself. You don't need to look outside of yourself for someone else to provide that for you. So a year on, after the narcissistic experience, I would say you are doing really well. I would say that you have a clearer understanding of what you have been through. And I feel like a lot of you will be stronger within yourselves. Might not be 100%. Not all of you might not be 100%, but that's okay. Again, like I said, this isn't a competition, and there isn't kind of like a time frame or a time scale where this needs to happen. What you have to remember is that this is your journey, and you've got to do what feels comfortable for you. What the main thing is that you have left this toxic dynamic, and that you're not in it anymore. That is what is important, my friend. Guys, do you know, those of you that are out of it, and you are much further on, out of this relationship, I really salute you. I take my hats off to you, because this is not easy. Believe me, I know this isn't easy, but you are here and you've done this. So hats off to you, because this isn't easy to do. If you are someone that is going through this and wants more information or wants someone to talk to, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I've also got a journal club and a mentorship. And if you're interested in joining, I'd say come on over, join. And the link is in the description box as well. Also got a Discord channel. If you're interested in joining, please see the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.